Today is very peaceful and cloudy day in Sri Lanka, in my beautiful small village in down south. And today is November 29th, 2024. And today I wanted to share with you 10 important lessons that I've learned from Vipassana. Hello, my name is Baktybala and I'm interdisciplinary artist creating on the boundary of psychology and art. I wanted to share with you with my insights in this video because I think Vipassana is one of the transcendental and mind-changing experience in my life. If you ever will have a chance to try Vipassana course, like 10-day retreat in some countries, I really recommend you to have it at least once in your life because the silence that they provide, it really helps to recover, to self-reflect, to meditate, to listen to your body, listen to your thoughts, listen to your anxieties, yeah, and stay connected with yourself, with the nature, and then come back to the real world where there's a lot of stress and people and noises and smells and etc., and continue your life. First of all, I wanted to tell what is Vipassana. Vipassana is a meditation technique which is given by Buddha, Gautama Buddha, who was establishing Buddhist philosophy, but then it became religion and it was spread all over the world now. But Vipassana meditation but this Vipassana meditation retreat that I attended is run by S.N. Geonka. Geonka is not alive anymore, but his teaching was transferred from Gautama Buddha, from the teacher to teacher, and came to Geonka, and from Geonka it spread all over the world, and they have a lot of Dhamma centers across the world. You can go to the website, I will leave it in the bio, and you can check it out. Do they have their retreats in your country? So basically what they provide 10, 20, 45, 60 days courses, like silent courses where you're not allowed to talk, you are not allowed to use your phone, so you give your phone for them, like they take all your valuables. You cannot talk with people, you cannot use your phone, you cannot read, you cannot write, you cannot do anything, even physical exercises, maybe some stretching a bit, like after meditation. Sitting is not that easy, but basically the only thing that you do is meditate. Sometimes you can speak with teacher, ask questions, eat and sleep. That's all. So 10 days, 10 hours of meditation. This is very harsh technique and a very harsh environment to practice your awareness and consciousness, but I think it's definitely worth it. So when I first went to my course, it was in Georgia, not a state in US. Georgia, it's a country located near Turkey. There was a 10-day course by Geonka, and it was my first course 1.5 years ago. I just randomly applied to it and it was accepted and just went, and at that time I didn't know much about Vipassana. I think I didn't know anything to be honest. I thought it will be like meditation. Yeah, I wasn't expecting anything. I just went without any expectation because that period of my life was so fucked up. I was in so low state with my health, with my financial state and different stuff. I am so happy and I'm very grateful that Vipassana came at that moment of my life because it was very crucial point that changed my perception of life. So basically it was 10-day course, and when I was sitting the course it was so hard. First 3 days I thought I will die. I didn't want to sit with my thoughts because I saw so many anxieties. I knew that I'm a very anxious person without this Vipassana, but On the course, when there is silence, you cannot speak. You're always with yourself, and it's so difficult when you have a lot of thoughts. I think in modern world we even don't notice that we have a lot of thoughts in our head, and what kind of thoughts we have. So at third day I wanted to run away, and at fourth day I thought what we're doing here. Actually, it was so strange. Like, no talking, silence, eating silence, walking silence. Everyone is. It looked weird for the first time. But at the seventh days, Vipassana is given on fourth day, and then at seventh days it's like, oh, it's something is happening, it's big shift, and then you cannot stop it. Like, I think a lot of people understand mentally what is the Buddhist teachings. It's about detachment. Yeah, it's so nice, no suffering, nirvana, enlightenment. But not that many people practice it. So this Vipassana retreat courses intended to help people to integrate these teachings to your life through experiencing this teaching, not only thinking or have understanding only on intellectual level. Vipassana retreats established by Goenka, they are donation based. So you can give money, food, whatever you can give at that point, and you also can give dana as a service. So it's one of the basic philosophy of Buddhism is selfless service. So after the sitting 10 days course, you can serve. It means that the other course in any country you can go and serve to the people who are sitting the course. It means you are cleaning, you are cooking and helping some students to establish the contact with the teacher. Yeah, so I wanted to share with you with 5 lessons that I've learned from the sitting the course, and 5 lessons that I learned through serving, because it's already 1.5 years since I'm practicing, and 2 times I served and 2 times I said the course. First and the most important thing that I've learned from the Vipassana and experienced it's listen to my body and my intuition. Once one of my friends, like he's a very old psychologist, like very experienced, he said to me, trust your gut feelings. And I understood him because Vipassana taught me this, because Vipassana is a practice that helps you to um, to sharpen your focus on the sensations in your body, and you became so focused, and you see how the processes in your body is happening, so they are arising and passing. And it is the first thing that I learned is about impermanence. So all these gut feelings, all this intuition, they come, you need to listen to it, but it comes and goes, and everything in this life is come and go, it's birth and death, and it's easy to say, I think, and I think everyone understands somehow this, that something is beginning and ending, but um, when you experience it through your body, it's totally different. So impermanence, which is called anicca in Pali, it helped me a lot to overcome my struggles in my life, because as I told you, I had a very severe state of my health. I lived many years with IBDs, inflammatory bowel diseases. I lived with ulcerative colitis, and it is like immense painful state of body. And at that time I started to practice Vipassana, and it was not easy to observe the sensations in the body, but this gave me a lot of power to continue my life. Second important thing that I learned is about making the decisions in silence, because before I used to ruminate my thoughts, asking my friends, my family, my partners, Instagram, TikTok, wherever, where I will find the information, but I never was like going back to myself and listening, like body intuition, as I first said. and to be detached from the results. So Buddhism teach us about detachment. So we are in too much anxieties when we attach to the results, and we cannot make decision, and the recognizing impermanence and being in silence with the decisions help you detach from everything, not only the results of the your decision, but also from the world, from the people, from yourself, just detachment and anicca. The next thing is strong determination. It's called adhikana in Pali language. So in Buddhism teaching, it means like strong determination when you not you really want something and then you do or don't do blah blah blah. Strong determination, it's when you decide it and you just do it. That's all. But at the same time, you are detached, so you don't push too hard. So it seems that it's a bit controversial, yeah, like have strong determination and not to push too hard. But I think when you practice Vipassana and like somehow understand Buddhism, yeah, you will be able to understand what does it mean like to have this adhikana in your life. And the fifth thing that I really, really loved what Vipassana taught me, it's a metta. Metta is a loving kindness that we spread all around the world to the people who surround us. First of course, to ourselves and people who surround us and to all the beings in this world. So loving kindness, it's being like to have mercy towards people, being kind, being loving, not on the like intellectual level, but like from the heart. And when you do service, you spread metta. So through spreading this vibration and energy, you're changing your intention, because when your ego wants something, it's not a loving kindness. Yeah, it's your ego wants something, and you do something for people only because your ego wants, and it will grow and you will feel nice, etc. But metta is do something because of love, because of kindness, because you want to help people to escape from their sufferings and help them to break the cycle of karma, if we could say like this. Yeah, this is what this is what was this is what was one of the most important stuff that I learned from Vipassana. Five things that I learned from Vipassana service is, as I told previously, about selfless service. It's when you're serving to the people who sit the course. So first thing is appreciate my body, because my first serving was in Georgia, and there was 100 people sitting on the course, like males and females, and only six six people who was in the kitchen. We were servers, and it was tremendously hard for my body. I mean, washing the dishes and cooking for 100 people is not that easy. So I started to appreciate my body more, because before I had a lot of dissatisfaction with my body. I was not treating my body well sometimes. Yeah, I was doing sports too much. Even it seems that it's good, yeah, doing sports, but sometimes I was just overstressed my body, doing too much calisthenics, running, and whatever. I mean, my body looked amazing. I had abs. I was so strong. Like, I mean, I had the muscles. But inside, I was so broken, because I was just in stress. I mean, like, I had a stress in my life, and my body was in stress. And when I was serving, I understood that it's so hard to serve if your body is not serving you. Yeah, so Buddhism also teaches about this, that you first need to care about yourself, and then to care about others. If you cannot care about yourself, so you cannot care about others. I think it's any religious um, any religious philosophies teach about this. Yeah, at least I know that in Christianity it's the same. I don't know how it sounds in English, but I have it in I have it in my head in Russian, and I know that totally all the teachings still the same. So first love yourself, appreciate yourself, and then you can do for others. The next important thing that I've learned is human connections. Like when you serve the course, there is like, you don't know these people, they can be from all over the world and with different backgrounds. This is some like simulation of your real life that you have in outer world, mm, behind the Vipassana, because it shows you how you manifest in this world, like how you establish human relationships and how you can manage difficult situations without being too angry and annoyed and all this stuff. Yeah, because in Buddhism, it's very, as I told you before, like it's very important to do everything from the love, from the metta, from loving kindness. Yeah, and if you're always irritated with some people with whom you're serving, of course you cannot spread metta, right? So this helps to be more conscious. It helped me to learn to be more conscious about my vibrations, I would say, but also about my behavior with some kind of people, and what I do, what I don't do, where I want to fight or flight, where I want to escape, or where I forget about myself. So this was like very, very interesting and important thing that I learned. Third thing that I learned from serving is time management. They have separate instruction for the servers, so they say that we need to rest. So if we are not rested, we are tired and we are irritated and etc., etc. So that is why they pleasantly ask you to care about yourself, to have the time for rest and for work. So if you have time for rest, you need to rest, don't do anything. And if you need to work, you need to work. So if you are rested, you can work, and if you work, you can rest. So this is really helps later in your real life. Vipassana is not real life, yeah, but in outer world, sometimes we have this problem, yeah, with overworking. And when we have time for rest, we blame ourselves that we cannot rest because we didn't work much, and etc. So that is why it's so important to know this balance of work and rest. And this is what I learned from Vipassana. Fourth, it helps to dissolve the ego. Now the people are very ego based, and so am I. And when I was firstly serving, it wasn't like difficult for me to wash dishes or cook food, because I'm from Kazakhstan, I'm native Kazakh, and we have family culture, and I think I was serving people all my life because we was doing so many dishes and cooking and serving people, like a lot of guests are coming. But here it's like was a bit different because it was different people. I don't know them, and this is Vipassana course, but I still felt so nice to cook for these people. And I was thinking how I will behave when I need to clean, like swipe the floor, change the toilet, these bags, and I just went and did it, and I understood that I'm okay with doing it. I had some kind of feelings in the beginning, but then I understood that actually I'm happy to serve, like I'm happy to serve to people who really want to establish and change something in their life. So it helped me to develop more mercy toward the people. So was fourth and fifth thing that I learned from Vipassana service. So in total it was 10. Yeah, Vipassana is not easy experience, even serving and sitting the course, but as I told you, it's definitely worth it. But I think if you are not in a mental, like stable state of your life, maybe it's not good choice to go there, because it's not easy, as I told you, it's not easy to see this course. That is why it's very important to be more or less stable, and maybe to go more from the interest, what is going to happen there, like what is this practice is going to give me. Because if you will use Vipassana as an escape, I think it won't bring you the fruits, because escape from the life, it never works. Yeah. So was like 5 lessons that I've learned from Vipassana course, sitting as a student, and from service. And I really want to thank you that you watched this video. I hope it will be helpful if you are planning to go or ever heard about Vipassana and had this in your future plans. Yeah, thank you for watching and dedicating your time. Thank you for time and energy, and Nama Buddhaya. Because before I had a lot of some because before and it is like a micro